Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 18. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Watson with a give to Miller.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And early. 3rd and 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, man.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And taken right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Titan football.
I'm like a bird.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
You got to bet something, nigga. Pull that shit up.
On 2nd down now. Warner. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
I don't doubt it. Like I said, we're going to be in shirtless.
Here we go. Here we go.
Fat boy.
Spot.
No.
Here we go.
Grown, dude.
On 3rd down, Woodard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Hey. 6-man. Check girls.
On 1st down, Woodard. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy.
He asked you if
your
your son got bigger.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now.
Told him, yeah, he got bigger, but he's still pussy as fuck. Like his daddy.
They'll try to throw now.
He said, I ain't getting to see now. Fuck nigga.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That goes for a gain of 31. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Switch.
Play action now.
We're gonna be on you there.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds.
There was no one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flag?
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was the flag? The officials point out that someone was in the area. He got away with one.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Cousins. It's caught by Davis. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard,
Greenville,
but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This fielded at the 2.
When he over there, bitch, with his eyes glued, bitch, looking like
ain't nigga said
there, got off the pipe.
Mistake.
Talk about that bitch smoking crack.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch the twist.
That nigga asked so many fucking
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That's how Big Homer be snitching on everybody.
That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Nigga, I ain't never seen a nigga come home so fast. I ain't never seen a nigga come fast, nigga.
Here's Watson. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, that bitch ass nigga, man. I ain't want to get back to jail, nigga.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
You don't think a stick got a safety on it? That means better.
Right down the middle.
But that's
Never in doubt, just the way you
when
used
you
to
hit nigga by mistake.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Using it, nigga.
Well, that was a nice play.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll run on 1st down. Woodard. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it's a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Woodard.
Get the paperwork.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
We used to relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
You know, they got to mix shit up. You got nothing else to say.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Told on him, nigga, man.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal
I bet you can find some paperwork that say crack told on
I
something,
don't know
though.
if this was a case of being a little bit too
Your
greedy
homeboy sitting
with the
next to you.
opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing.
Caught another man.
Catch him off balance.
And he did. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from
for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He finds his target, Fuller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Go now. Hey, check right. Watching you five. Rabbit. Mike, 55. Check, 50. Hey, 59.
All day, just like that. Zoom.
Here's Watson. He's got Fuller. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it with Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
On first down, Woodard.
Man, come on, man.
First down, past the 40.
What kind of dissimulation shit is
The
fucking
20,
horrible, dog.
10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
This shit is horrible, bro. I'm probably gonna leave this shit. I'm the fucking league in me simulation, bro. Ain't no grab him, man. I seen it. That nigga ran into his own fucking dude.
Start on the ground, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Gun.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard. The urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away,
4th and 2 legal,
I say go for it.
I thought he said 4th and 2 anywhere legal. I think it's something in this fucking rule.
Nope. You gotta be at your 50-yard line. You behind it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
They'll
try to get the offense going with Johnson. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to air one out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a first and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Woodard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Gun. Mike. 41 Mike. What we got?
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
On the sideline,
this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Going right back to Smallwood. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Tighten up. Shift. Alert. 36.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Get ready. Get ready. Check 3.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
To Johnson again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
But you ain't got to kick the field goal since you up there, right?
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Watch twist. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch.
They'll run. It's Miller. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Miller kept out of the end zone on 4th and goal, and the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. They'll run on 1st down. Woodard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, y'all niggas. Fuck, nigga, I ain't even got no quarterback, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about?
That's going to lead to a
I'm not
3rd
throwing the ball.
So time to start going in the other
Niggas
direction.
talking about running the ball, but they ain't got a quarterback,
Give it
bitch.
here to his running back. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.